You sit with him and he starts to talk about it. And you just go, I want in. Just what do I have to do to be involved with this? And the experience of making it, like, we would be looking at each other on the set, the actors and the crew members, and can you believe we get to do this? Like, this is incredible.
You still stealing cars?
No, since I got out, I've been trying to live a normal life.
He used to be a legend, and now what?
She's sick. I need to get her up to Elysium.
I can save everyone, I promise you.
Max, he's a guy who's working in a factory on Earth. He's basically resigned to his life on Earth. As the story progresses, we're told in flashback with a young Max who is played by an actor who looks more like me than I did when I was his age. It's incredible. But we realize that Max, like many people on planet Earth, has always aspired to get to Elysium. His dream is to someday get to Elysium. So it's like he's either the most professional actor around or just the most insane person. It's just the product of a lot of thought and a lot of attention to detail. Great acting really is all about attention to detail, and the greatest actors pay the most attention to every tiny little detail. There are all these different types of droids, which we had a lot of fun with. I mean, there are the security droids who are essentially, Neil described them as, the most kind of badass special forces human being. That kind of protocol is put into this droid so that the droid is basically the greatest kind of Delta Force operator, except a lot stronger because they don't have any human, they're made of, metal and hydraulic pumps or whatever, and but so they're basically, and he said he wanted them to move like in a way that, there's a fight I get in, at the dump with one, and Neil explained, this thing throws me into the back of a pickup truck from the hood and comes up over the cabin of the truck and then comes down onto me. But Neil said, he's moved in a human way up until that point, but when he clambers over the truck, it's almost like he becomes a spider for a second. And you suddenly realize that his joints and everything is capable of moving in a totally different way, that he's built literally for one thing, which is to provide the most effective security possible for the Elysian citizens. So they're very formidable. I mean, I went to that movie and I had a blast. I came out and I went, I've never seen a movie like that. I enjoyed every minute of that thing, and I want Elysium to be the same thing, and I think it is. I think it satisfies on all those levels that it needs to satisfy on, and hopefully it's just a big ass-kicking summer movie.
Damon. Jodie Foster. You have no idea what you're doing. Elysium.